They got some bikes, they're gonna ride through all the countryside, and they'll do it side by side. Kenneth and Allie, they're gonna rally through all the peaks and valleys. Shout out to Rand McNally. We're the West Coast ready to greet them in search of the end of the weekend. Well, it's a trans-American ride.
We're in Newton, Kansas. Population 20,000. A big town.
Yeah.
Having a Hunt's Pizza, Hunt's Brother Pizza. How many of these do you think we've had? 7, maybe?
Yeah, not too many, but I can count at least 4 times, I remember.
Yeah.
And I don't remember a lot of minor details like that.
Right. So I think the last clip we made was breakfast at the Sassy Sister. And we left out of there, and it looked really bad, really threatening rain. I'm pretty sure I made the album art for that episode, the picture that I took of the clouds. But thankfully, the way the wind was blowing and everything, we didn't get wet at all.
No, it was great. It honestly worked out in our favor because there was cloud cover for pretty much the whole morning. And it was really cool, like maybe low 70s. It just felt so nice. And the same thing happened this morning.
Yeah.
We thought it was going to be raining.
Yeah.
We saw it. Apparently, I guess because the skies are so open and there's no mountains obstructing the clouds, they just form these huge storms. And luckily we've been north of them this whole time. We don't even have a headwind because the wind is blowing south and we're going west, so it's only blowing to our right. And it's been great. Nice weather, super easy terrain.
Yeah.
We're just cruising.
Yeah. Yeah. So we, I don't even think we did yesterday. We got to some small town. We went to Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
That was yesterday. That seems like a million years ago. That was great.
Because we had a little breakfast at the hotel we recorded when we were eating it, but it wasn't enough, and there was nothing in that town at all.
Yeah, so we got a pretty late start yesterday, around 11:30, and had that one little stop at the Sonic in a town I don't remember the name of. Oh, it was Eureka. And then pressed on. It did end up getting hot, and man, I really don't feel like we did much yesterday aside from just ride.
Yeah, we had a really long stretch where we were going north, like 16 miles at the end of the day, and that was really hard for me. It got really hot, and it was just boring and exposed.
Yeah.
A few climbs. And I was pretty sore from the Century, like my saddle area and my legs. Today I feel better. I'm very caffeinated today. So it's been easy. But it's getting hot now, too. It's like the exact same day as yesterday, weather-wise.
Yeah.
Which means we should have learned our lesson and started earlier. I was awake at 6 o'clock, and I would have packed up and been ready to go with Athena. But you were sleeping.
You didn't say anything.
I wouldn't do that to you. I know how much you hate it.
I mean...
Of all the things that you do for me on this trip, I can let you sleep.
For one more
hour.
I go to bed like 2 hours after you do, too.
That's also your fault.
I'm not complaining. I'm just stating a fact. Even if I sleep an hour later, I'm not actually getting the same amount of sleep. I'm busy. I'm doing business. You don't get it.
I know.
No, you don't. That's the point. You're asleep. You don't know.
Whatever. But it was a great sleep last night.
Yeah.
We were in a little tiny, gazebo.
Yeah.
But it had outlets and a water spigot, and we camped with Athena.
There was a little privy.
That wasn't that bad.
Pit hole?
Yeah, I think so. Couldn't really hear anything. A splash.
That's good.
It was gross, though. You didn't go there.
Hell no. There was a really nice little country store that we went to a
Yeah.
lot. That was probably the highlight of yesterday.
It was under construction, and when we first went in, they didn't have anything. We were like,
fuck
shit.
this.
Because you had no food at all. And obviously always want beer. And I wanted something to drink because I was feeling bad. So we left, went to another gas station that didn't exist. We're supposed to go there, turned around, came back, and then got what we wanted. And the guy was nice.
Mm-hmm.
He offered to let us sleep in his camper that had AC, but
It wasn't that hot.
it wasn't that hot, and we wanted to camp. So we did that, and it was nice.
Yeah.
I saw the sunrise this morning.
Mm-hmm.
It was really nice.
I saw your story, girl.
There was
Damn
only
right.
a tiny bit of, like, the actual sun, because it was very pink.
What was
It
the
came
rest?
up. Well, there's a huge cloud over it, because that's where the storm was. So you could see the sun for, like, 4 minutes, and then it disappeared. And I was like, thank God, it won't be fucking hot. But now it is.
Yeah. You're gonna definitely need to put on some sunscreen, bring
Yeah.
out the sunglasses.
Huh.
It is really gonna be just like yesterday.
And we have about 30 miles left.
31,
31. And we've already gone 36.
38.
38. Okay. Well, it's an easy day and I'm not even paying attention, so
Yeah.
I'm listening to an audiobook.
Nice.
Into the Wild.
I've heard of that.
It was gifted to me.
Oh,
Oh.
that's cute.
But I think I'm gonna switch to music. It's
Yeah.
getting hot.
Yeah, need some more motivation.
Yeah.
But we went to that country store again this morning. Had a nice
yeah.
breakfast. It was very nice weather, despite the looming storm over us. But took it easy. It's my
And
style.
there were a bunch of old cowboys that were talking about the storm, and I could overhear them. And they said that it was going to stay south, and we weren't going to get any rain. And I was like, I trust them
Yeah.
100%.
Cardinal directions are very obvious and important out here.
Yeah, and so is the weather, too. Like, if they're farmers, I was
Yeah.
thinking about that, about how crucial it would be to have those storms that come through here every once in a while. And if you're so close to one but end up missing it, like, that could be a huge deal for the crops and stuff.
Yeah, totally.
But it's interesting.
Yeah, everyone had told us that Kansas is usually really dry and hot, and it has been hot, but it's also rained, like, ferociously twice while we've been here. I've only been
And
here
it's
for
been
like 3
stormed
days.
south of here for 2 days in a row.
Yeah, like big, huge storms.
Ones that I'm really, really glad we're not riding in because you can see the fucking lightning striking the ground. Athena said she rode through a storm yesterday morning and there was like ground lightning close to her. And I was like, oh God, I would not ride in that. Lightning scares me a little bit. I don't want to take a chance with it.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Feel a little out of it.
You do?
I feel like my eyes are messed up from the squinting.
Yeah, you need to wear sunglasses more often. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, some of it. How many did you have? Just one?
2.
Oh, okay. So I've already had 5.
Yep.
Nice. Or 6.
No.
No, 5.
We only 8.
Yeah. Math is hard. So yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty nice day. There's another country store, convenience store thing that I'm banking on for Bueller when we get there. Hopefully it's still open. It's supposed to be open until 9, and we should be there well before that. It's 12:12 right now. I'd say we have another
Damn.
2.5 hours of riding, probably, in order to get to where we're going. Oops.
There's supposed to be a bike shop here.
Oh yeah, I wanted to
But you
mention
just
that.
called.
Yeah, everyone had been bad-mouthing this shop, and I just called the number that was listed, and apparently it doesn't even exist anymore. So they're so unable to sell you stuff that they don't even exist. But they do mobile service exclusively. So do you remember those on the Beltline in Atlanta? There was like a mobile bike shop van that was like over by that stat. I think it's that kind of a thing. I think that's a franchise.
That makes sense. But not what we're looking for, so
No.
I think we'll just go through this town without stopping again.
Well,
At least that's what I hope.
yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
It's going well. Talked to our friend Compton today. Shout out to Compton.
Oh, yeah. He's hiking the Centennial Trail in Colorado,
Or wherever it is.
or wherever it is. We don't really know a lot about it, and we can't find a lot of information about it. But he sent us a picture of a map that he has.
Do you still have it?
Probably.
Wow.
Maybe. So, that's cool.
Yeah, he was
Good
on
luck.
the...
Have fun.
Yeah, he was on the shuttle to the northern terminus. So, we just caught him right before we lost him.
Hopefully something will work out to meet up with him, too.
Yeah.
He's our best of friends.
Yeah. The only trail friend that remains,
The rest died
apparently.
to us.
Metaphorically, yeah. But yeah. Living the dream.
Yep.
We're actually only about 180 miles away from finishing this map segment.
Nice.
And then the next one is Colorado.
Wow.
It's Alexander, Kansas to Pueblo.
Damn.
So-
That's so exciting.
It is a 500-mile stretch, though. But
That's
still,
insane.
not much elevation. And I found out 2 interesting facts last night as I was up doing business and you were snoozing. One, the reason this is good prairie land for cattle is because the Rockies usually grab all the rain on the west side of the mountains and don't let any come over to the east side, which you wouldn't know that based on our experience here. There's like actively puddles of water all around us right now. But aside from that, you don't see the Rocky Mountains until you're 100 miles into Colorado, headed west.
Yeah.
So,
Which is so crazy. I thought we were just going to be like cruising through Kansas and then we'd get like 50 miles from the Colorado border and just be like, wow,
Yeah.
time to climb.
yeah. Yeah, I'm
But that's
not-
kind of cool. I'm excited that that's not the case.
Yeah.
I enjoy the flat a lot.
Hoosier Pass is coming up. 11,000 feet. Highest point on the whole trail.
That's insane.
It will be insane.
That's so high.
That's going to be like the Whites, but with the
Yeah.
ease of the Shenandoah, I think.
Really? 'Cause
I
of
really
the
don't think it's
grade?
going to be bad, yeah.
Well, let's pray that you're right.
Pack animals, y'all.
I've been watching the weather for Denver, and it's like in the triple digits every day. I'm a little bit worried. But if we'll be at high altitude, that will be cooler, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll be at twice the altitude.
Yeah.
We'll also be south, so it'll be hotter.
Yeah. I don't really have any expectations besides the Rockies, weed, and being in a cool state finally. Although Kansas has been great. Honestly, probably favorite so far.
Yeah, I would say so.
Very
Kansas.
accommodating.
It's the... Well,
A Confederate flag.
too many stars and bars. But, yeah, I think Kansas is like the first state where it's actually felt different from all the other states.
Yeah, man, this scenery is
It's
really
pretty epic.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so nice in the mornings when it's cool and
Yeah.
it's just like
You and the cows.
Yeah, the cows and huge green pastures and little bodies of water every once in a while.
The
And you can
birds.
see them and birds. Yeah.
In fact, it was interesting. I keep thinking about how Joel was telling us when we saw him in... Was that Illinois? Maybe?
It was on the border of Illinois and Missouri.
Maybe he was coming out of Missouri. I don't know.
He was coming out of Missouri. Yeah.
But he was saying that there was like a lot of roadkill in Missouri. And I wonder, there has not been a lot of roadkill in Kansas. Just
Yeah.
not as many animals. There have been more birds, I would say, than anything else.
Yeah, small ones.
Small
too.
little like finches
Squish.
or something. But
They're braver.
I wonder though if that's going to be sort of a trend as we go farther and farther west. That there's less roadkill just because of the terrain
yeah.
and everything. Which means he didn't even know how bad it was going to get. Eastbound is definitely not the way to go unless you have lived in the West and have always been curious about the East Coast. It would be a cool way to see it kind of emerge. and contrast with whatever you're used to. But man, it really is just like a southbound through hike. It's like Virginia Beach is like ending at Springer. The fanfare is lacking. The beach, I mean, the Pacific Ocean's so much more, I don't know, big feeling than the Atlantic. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
I feel good.
Yeah,
I
me
feel
too.
amped.
Yeah, me too.
Ready to go.
Yeah, me too. And I think tonight's going to be a good camp spot.
Wow.
What?
It's currently 82 degrees, and by 4 p.m. it's going to be 91.
Wow.
The high is 93. That's 11 degrees hotter than it is right now. That's insane.
I think that, given our plans for the next few hours, I think we'll be there before 4.
All right, well, let's go.
I don't get why Denver's so hot. A thinner atmosphere, even though they're higher
Maybe.
up. It's like 6,000 feet up. What the fuck?
It's also in the technical American Southwest, which is a notorious desert, so that kind of makes sense.
It's not that notorious. I never heard of it.
The Southwest.
I mean, I've heard of it cardinal direction-wise. All right, well,
All right,
dead space is good space.
it's time to go.
Yep. It's June, run. Bye for now.
Growing inside of you, it just gets bigger and bigger, and you keep gaining weight. And it doesn't go away when you have a baby either.
The weight?
Yeah. I mean, like, some of it, obviously.
Yeah.
8 pounds.
Well, we're here. Excuse me. Excuse
I'm
me.
watching Bill Nye.
We're in Bueller or Buller. I don't know how you pronounce it.
I think it's Bueller.
Yeah, if Cassidy spelled Casso Day
Paso Day.
is Cassidy, then I guess this is probably Bueller. And I think the last stop we made was at the pizza place, the gas station, when we
wow.
first got into.
That was only 40 miles.
Yeah, what was that place called?
I don't know.
She's tired. She's over it. But yeah, not much has happened really since then. We pretty much pushed all the way. Had a few logistical issues with the route, but it all worked out fine.
Honestly, I think we like cut a whole corner off
We
of the
did.
official route, but that's
Yeah.
fine with me.
It might have been gravel roads or something.
Yeah,
We were supposed to go on a
we were
gravel
supposed
road.
to go on a gravel road, but we didn't because we're smart.
Very smart. But yeah, after the pizza place, we went through Newton, is what it was called,
Oh yeah,
and did a little resupply. Today was one of those days where it's just kind of head down, keep going.
Yeah.
I think it was a 68-mile day, 67, something like that.
it was a really good day though.
Yeah, it
It's
felt
like the
good.
perfect day.
It's crazy because the hottest part of the day is like right now,
Yeah,
and it's 7 o'clock.
yeah. The heat of the day I think was at 6 p.m. It was 92.
Wow.
That's what my phone said.
I mean, we could feel it. I believe
Yeah.
it.
Just sitting here sweating, eating hot food.
It's terrible, but it tastes good. You
And we
can't-
need it.
yeah.
Like, you can't not eat dinner.
Right, totally.
And I'm not about to cold soak.
No, not yet.
Not ever.
Dude, I hope that when we get to northern Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, I hope it's cold.
I hope, yeah.
I
I
hope-
hope it's like 50s at night
Yeah.
and like low 70s during the day.
That'd be
Clear
awesome.
skies the entire way.
It's the dream.
If nothing else, I've been watching the weather for Portland. And it's beautiful. So
Yeah.
we just have to get there.
Yeah.
Not that we're even going to Portland, we're going to Astoria, but
We're going straight to Portland after.
also, by the way, I'm listening to Into the Wild audiobook. Alexander Supertramp spent a lot of time in Astoria.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, which part of his journey?
Like a year in, maybe.
Before
He spent
Alaska?
2 years of traveling. Yeah,
Is that
it
where
was
he
before Alaska.
where did he meet that old guy?
That was in Arizona.
Oh, so not that was
Friends. Yeah, it was before. Well, it was actually like he met the old guy, lived with him for a little while. He actually like worked a job in Bullhead City.
What's that, the McDonald's thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then he quit. And then he rode the trains up the coast looking for work. Didn't find anything. Came back to the old man. Bought some stuff and went to Alaska. But anyways, I thought it was cool. I heard a few names of the cities that he like passed through on trains, and I was like, damn, we're going there. That's so cool.
We've seen trains on like every city we've been in.
Yeah,
Last
yeah.
night definitely included. A lot of trains through not Eureka,
Cassidy.
Cassidy. It's really hard. It's,
Yeah, you said that this morning. You were like, I swear it's just like a place for them to test out their horns.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, each day out here feels, because we're traveling, it's really hard to remember where you've been, and we never know where we're going, really. We might know one city at a time in front of us, but I don't know. If not for these podcasts, if not for the pictures, if not for little things that we can like cling on to memory-wise, or something.
It just blends together.
Yeah, it's really, it's a lot. But
Which is expected. Like,
Yeah.
you don't live your normal life remembering all of the small
no,
moments
you
in your
usually
day.
forget all of them.
Yeah, because it's spent working in
I mean,
an
I think
office.
this is a better forgetfulness because it's like
Yeah.
it's so much is happening that it would be. I think maybe after we're done we can process it better because we're still in the midst of it right now,
Right.
and that's something I think about sometimes. How this will all soon just be a memory, which is it's a bittersweet thought because it will be nice to be done, but at the same time it means we're going to go back to sort of building up that level of discontent with
Right.
whatever kind of life we have
I-
in between.
I really don't think that's going to happen quickly, though.
No, I don't think so either.
With buying a van.
Yeah,
and,
we're
like,
still going to be
living
very
on the
mobile.
road.
I think we should still make a podcast when we're doing that.
Yeah. We're going to be
Transition.
famous by then, so
Yeah,
all of our followers will want to know everything about our
yeah.
lives.
If nothing else,
How
I
you
just
poop in a minivan.
yeah.
Welcome to our channel.
Well, you stop at a gas station. But yeah, we're at a great park right now. It's very popular. There was one other person in the pavilion that we chose for quite a while. He was probably here for at least an hour.
Hour and a
Yeah,
half,
at
yeah.
least doing something. Maybe he was reading the Bible. But he was nice. Told us that some water was good to drink and take him at his word on that. But
And then a lady offered to. She said there was air conditioning in somewhere around the baseball field.
Yeah.
She's like, you can go in if you want. And you're like, all right.
yeah, I mean, unless I'm having like a heat stroke, there's no point to get air conditioning. It's just
It makes you feel bad.
Yeah, it
makes
does.
me feel sick after a while.
There's that
Because I
thing.
get so cold, I feel like I have
Yeah.
fucking hypothermia. I shiver.
There's that Korean thing, the air conditioning sickness. That I think
Yeah.
I might have had a touch of when we were in Houston.
I don't know if that's a real thing.
I don't
but
think it's a real thing
I think
necessarily.
that, like, the body obviously gets shocked when going from extreme to extreme.
I was a little worried today when we did our resupply because it was almost.
It was just the same scenario.
It was the same scenario as when you felt like you were going to pass out, but obviously we're a lot more miles down the road now. So I think your
Not
body's.
too much though. That was in Missouri.
That was in Carbondale,
Oh really?
wasn't it? Wait, was that Carbondale?
Maybe it was.
I think. It was. Yeah,
Damn, that was a long
that was
time ago.
Illinois. That was
Dude,
like.
we're also only on day 35,
Yeah.
and this is going so fast.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's a month and 5 days, and we're close to halfway.
Yeah. Yeah, we're about 280 miles away from Colorado. We might be about 1,000 from the halfway point.
Oh my god, no
Right.
way.
Well, when I did the math last night for Compton,
That means we only did 1,100, like
That's another thing.
1,050 miles.
we should calculate it tonight.
Yeah, we
because
need
I
to.
still have that.
I feel like we have to
information.
be over 2,000 by now.
I would think so, especially having done.
and that's
a
more than
century.
halfway. Well, 2,100 is halfway,
Yeah.
technically.
Uh-huh.
And also, something I was thinking today is we're going to do way over 4,200 miles. Our total is probably going to be like closer to 45,
Yeah,
maybe
probably.
43, 42. No, 43. I don't know.
It'll
Because all of
definitely be
these
extra.
side trips that we do, and like
Yeah.
1 mile off trail
Yeah.
camp, 1 mile
You're-
off trail to a gas
Yeah,
station.
to this place, it was. I don't know how far it was, but it was definitely not on the trail itself.
So that's why I don't feel bad about cutting the corner of the section we did today.
Yeah, I
Not
don't
that
care
that
either.
even matters, because
Yeah.
we've said before, This isn't a marked route.
No,
that
especially
is
right
like,
now.
Yeah, there's been no signs.
I think I'm gonna get a 76 tattoo
Yeah,
right here.
that'd be cute.
Yeah.
Like the road sign.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll
Filled
get some
in?
tattoos. Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Yeah, get some tattoos in Portland while we're there.
If
Just-
they're open.
Oh, that's true.
COVID
Yeah.
is rearing its head again.
Yeah,
we've
Portland's
heard.
probably a bad place to be.
Yeah.
But a lot of liberals there, so maybe not. They wear their
Liberals
masks.
are the ones that are scared, though. They'll close all their businesses.
Oh, well, we'll see in a month and a half
Yeah.
or whatever it is. But yeah, this park is great. I already forgot again what the name of this town is. Bueller.
Bueller.
Yeah, Bueller.
It's pretty big.
Bueller. Yeah, it's not that big though. I think I should look up what the population is. I mean, it's not as big as when we were in Newton earlier. Newton was about 20,000 again.
We
And
kind of just like got what we needed and got out of there too.
yeah, it wasn't a great place.
Feeling some weird vibes.
We always enjoy going through the towns where we can get everything we need, but you know, I always get excited for the thought that we're going to get back on the country roads.
Yeah.
Population here is 1,300, but
Damn.
it seems like everyone is at this fucking park right now.
There's a baseball game going on behind us,
Yeah.
so they're probably all here for that.
America's favorite sport.
Oh.
But yeah, we're trying to play it cool because we're not actually sure if we can sleep here. And I think at this point we've learned that patience is a virtue, and if we want to stay here, we should really wait as long as we can, just so we don't have to worry about being disturbed or asked to leave. Mm-hmm. But
And there's a lot of cars that
yeah,
can see us, so
Yeah,
when
definitely.
people get back in their cars, they'll see us.
I mean, it is listed on the actual app as a place to stay, but at the same time, that's led us astray before. So it's 7:15.
Thanks, cops.
Yeah, a cab.
A cab.
Yeah, not really.
Not really. I don't support that.
I don't either. It's short-sighted. It's dictatorial.
Yeah.
Like, this is an aside, but I'll just say it. My sibling posts a lot of stuff on Instagram, and I'm just always wondering, like, it bothers me when people post things about like ways that you should be. I think this is a pretty common experience for people on social media and people who just view social media like lurkers. I'm sort of a lurker more than like an active participant. But I just feel like, you know, people are people. And ironically, my sibling posted this thing the other day about how you can't please all the people all the time by definition. But at the same time, I feel like so many people on social media want everyone to think exactly the same way that they do, otherwise there's a problem. Which I just think is such a short-sighted way to view the world. And like, it's very much so like, it's weird because it's like liberalism, or it's like totalitarianism masquerading as liberalism.
And the way that people are getting that information to educate themselves to form their opinion are from people that are already on social media
Right.
posting similar things.
So it's a feedback loop.
Yeah, it's just like people telling you to support this, so you do, then you tell people to support it, and you all just want to think the same way, which for a lot of things is good, like climate change, racism in America, mask wearing, LGBTQ issues. Like, these are all things that we should agree on, and they're basic human rights and like things like that. But
you're not necessarily a bad person if you don't agree, or even if you're ignorant.
you're not a
to
bad
those
person
things.
if you don't blast it all over your social media. That's the only way that people find validity anymore. So if you're not speaking up on the only platform we have available, which is social media, because no one even like engages in thought-provoking conversation anymore.
It's
So
just, yeah.
social media is your only face to the world.
You're only out.
Yeah.
Look, you're only out.
And if you care about that a lot, you really want to be like correct on all things. So it really matters to people.
It makes me want to post stuff that is not acceptable.
You should not do that.
I know.
I would not support that.
That's fine. It's just the contrarian in me where I just don't like
I know.
group think.
Yeah. Get off
I
of
know you do.
Instagram.
I pretty much am. I mean, I guess I look at it, like I said, but
He only
I-
likes my stories.
Yeah, I like your stories a lot. I happen to play a part in a lot of them. Thank you. Allie's grooming me.
You have hairs on your face.
Yeah, it's called a beard.
Do you have a razor? Have you been carrying one?
Do you want one?
No.
Oh,
For you.
I can get one later. Next hotel. Mm-hmm. Who knows when that'll be?
Who knows?
We're just at Sassy Sisters, so we're too clean to really be thinking about another hotel quite yet.
Yeah, I don't know if we mentioned this, but Athena was here, obviously, before us. She left at like 6 a.m. from camp and got here, and she pressed on like 17 miles or so to the next town. Mm-hmm. We were considering that for a little while, but it's
got so
hot.
hot.
It got so hot. It always does. Like,
Yeah.
I think we're really to learn that the early morning is prime biking hours.
Well, we kind of decided too earlier today that we were going to wake up tomorrow at 6.
Yeah, which
So-
is what I want. I like
Yeah.
early mornings.
That's fine. I can do that. I'll set my alarm right now. But
But yeah, she's not here, so it's just us. And
Uh-huh.
there was an option. I don't even know if it exists or if it's open, but you heard of something about like a zoo hotel
yeah,
or something?
the next Nickerson.
Yeah, and
That's where
they
she
have
is,
like
too.
a converted silo that like the giraffes come into, which sounds cool. And initially I was like, dude, we should totally push 17 miles to get there and stay there because that'd be cool. But then I thought about it a little bit more and I was like, that's kind of like supporting animal tourism. And while not all animals in captivity are a bad thing, obviously, like undomesticated animals I'm talking about, but like if this place imports giraffes or elephants, whatever the fuck they have, like these animals are going through transport, they're going, depending on whether they were wild caught or bred in captivity, they could have been caught from their natural habitat, transported, gone through incredible amounts of stress just for people like us to be like, oh my god, let me
Wow.
take an Instagram picture of a giraffe.
True.
And I was thinking about that a lot, and I was like, I can't support something like that. Like, we all watch Tiger King. We all see, like, the truth of big animals in captivity. There's just no practical way to do it that's, like, 100% positive for the animal.
Right.
So by supporting these businesses, you're encouraging that type of tourism. And that's just something that I was thinking about and had to share. Don't go to zoos.
All zoos are bastards. ASAP.
We also saw a sign, I don't remember if it was yesterday or today, a little wooden sign out in the middle of nowhere that said Cowboy Lives Matter. I was like, whoa,
I think that was today.
you people.
Getting some bug spray. These flies are annoying.
Yeah, Kenneth has a lot of bug bites.
Yeah.
They look really bad.
Yep.
I'd be concerned.
I just had a fly land on one of the open wounds. You don't
Ugh.
want it?
No. Well, you could like spray the back of my leg.
Alright.
Just one. Or two. Thanks.
I don't know how effective this stuff is, but
It's mostly essential oils.
so it smells good.
It smells nice.
No DEET, please. Don't sneeze.
Yeah, but it really was a great day. Even though it was kind of like mindless and I don't know. We resupplied. We took like a mid-afternoon break, had a pizza. I had lots of coffee drinks today.
Did you?
Yeah, I had one in the morning and then one at the pizza place. But it was nice. I enjoyed it.
Caffeine can be great. Yeah. And so we're just here, waiting for everybody to leave.
Sweating
Yeah, sweating a lot.
so much.
Flies are still landing on me. It's the good life. Oh, maybe they don't like it.
There are so many quotes, like, at the beginning of the chapters of Into the Wild, and there were so many today that I was just like, oh my god, this is speaking to me.
Yeah.
Something about, like, the road always leads west for the adventurous soul. I don't want to, like, mutilate these quotes
Paraphrase.
from amazing authors and stuff, but I was feeling excited today. It was nice.
Yeah, the mountains are calling. And I must go. Alright, well, we'll leave it there for now. Allie's making a dramatic exit. And yeah, it was a good day. And it's going to be a good night, cozy, and hopefully undisturbed. So wish us luck. Bye for now.